Downtown?
Okay, yeah, hello everyone. What is up, guys? Welcome to the King of Hate podcast number 4. I am your host and regular member, Pdaaaawg. You can call me P, among other 150 nicknames I've been given the past couple of weeks.
Hello, my name is Eric, but on the forums my name is HarakiNinja.
Hello, I'm KuroNekoVamp. I would not reveal my real name. So, yeah.
And last but not least, my name is Michael, but I go on the forum as masterofawesomeness.
And for the first time ever, we are live streaming this, and I can't really give you, talk about the live stream now, because, well, by the time you're listening to this, we've already finished if you're watching this on YouTube. But if you're watching it live, you know where to find us. Anyway, we're going to be taking live streaming questions whenever we are done. But it's still going to be pretty good. We're going to have a good old fun time. Now,
yes, we are.
We are indeed. So,
fun.
Fun.
Also, if you guys hear an echo, sorry about that. Hey, Michael, can you lower down your speakers real quick?
Hmm?
Can you lower down the speakers a little bit?
Is that good?
Let's see. It sounds a bit better.
Yeah, I think
That's
so.
good. Okay, thanks.
Alright, as you can see, very professional in the King of Hate podcast today. So, last week's podcast, it was a whole day late, which this is probably going to be because we had a bunch of technical difficulties, but not of our control though, so it's all good. But anyway, it did go pretty good. It was 1 hour and 56 minutes long, I think. It was absolutely insane. If you haven't checked it out, check it out, where there's a lot of stuff where we answer a bunch of stupid questions and we have a lot of awkward conversations and a lot of awkward pauses. But anyway, this week's podcast, right, before we even begin about the topics, there's been a big thing going around with the thread in the King of Hate podcast thread itself, whenever they're talking about expansion of the King of Hate forum YouTube channel, where Run Devil Run 007 wanted to start up a new thing for himself and maybe a few other people, because they live in really weird time zones, and they're wondering what they could do to expand the channel. So I would like to ask the three of you, do you have any ideas as to how we could possibly expand the channel later on? Because I don't think we need to do it now.
Expand the podcast channel, you mean?
Expand the YouTube channel as a whole. It doesn't have to be like podcasts. It could just be like anything.
I don't know. You mean your YouTube channel?
Well, it's not mine because I've got a separate YouTube channel, but
it's Run Devil Run's channel. I never seen his channel.
No, he's talking about he wants to do something to represent the King of Hate forums through the YouTube channel. But you know, the King of Hate forums YouTube is a YouTube channel created by the King of Hate forum users, so they would like to dedicate stuff to put into the channel. But we're wondering what we could do. We've already got this podcast where we talk about the week in terms of DSP, the King of Hate forums itself, general gaming news and real life news. But we don't know what it
maybe I don't know. Maybe have co-op playthroughs of the King of Hate forum members on Team Fortress 2, maybe Little Big Planet 2.
Oh wait, can I say something? I think we should have community nights. Yeah, what Michael suggested just community nights with the forum members. We play random games, and I think it's multiplayer games, and anyone can join in. But it's gonna be hard to find a game where everybody can join in.
And at the same time,
yeah, I know. I mean, and the thing I hate about Steam is, in order for us to have friend requests or contact with people, is you have to buy a game.
Yeah, everyone has to have the same game, so it'd be a bit weird. I guess the main game,
I've only gone on Steam a few times. And I did the free-to-play version of Team Fortress 2, wasn't too good at it, and now I pretty much forgot my Steam password.
Same thing happened to me as well. But that's actually a pretty smart idea, because what we were thinking about in the channel, we never thought about actual multiplayer games, but at the same time, we were thinking about doing maybe an anime-based thing where people could talk about anime, because at the same time, we don't really talk about anime in the podcast, because I don't know anything about anime, and and quite a number of people don't really know about it. And anime is a pretty big part of the King of Hate forums itself as well. So we were thinking about doing something like that there. We're also thinking about doing maybe one on wrestling, but not a lot of people are very enthusiastic about that in the wrestling section. But in terms of the community nights, a few things that like has to be considered. For example, everyone has to have the game. We could do like a mainstream game like Call of Duty, but I mean that can only go so far. Also, like who could record it and stuff, and stuff we got there.
I got Red Dead Redemption for the PlayStation 3.
Cool story, bro. Okay, that was it.
That was random.
So, well, we're talking about like games or like consoles. Sorry for jumping the shark at that moment.
It's okay. We're just joking around. Ninja, got any inputs you want to say? Got any ideas?
Not really.
I guess we could divide the community based on console. Like, one we have like a PlayStation 3 division, and the other we have an Xbox 360 division, or
and
something like that.
We should have a Wii division, because everyone knows we play the Wii a lot.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But Wii doesn't have co-op. Well, it doesn't have a big co-op as the other two consoles.
No. Come on, play fucking Epic Mickey online, even if it doesn't have online. But we could get online for it, and we'd have a platinum, not really. Wii for them.
You mean Epic Shitty, Pete? Epic Shitty, not Epic Mickey.
We can play Epic Mickey 2, the musical. Don't you worry. Oh, we'll talk about that later on the podcast as well.
I don't like musicals, for crying out loud. I hate cartoon musicals. That's why I don't watch My Little Pony.
You hate musicals? I should set you on fire. And also, My Little Pony is not really a musical. It's just random people.
Okay, well, I like Broadway musicals, but not cartoon musicals.
So you don't like any Disney movies?
Any what?
Do you like Disney movies?
Okay, as a kid I used to, but Disney's becoming so overrated and crap these days. I.e. Miley Cyrus and shit like that.
Thank you. Someone agrees.
Sorry.
No!
Ninja, I will set you on fire.
Hey,
no, I will not become a brony. I have anti-brony medicine in my medicine cabinet to prevent me from mutating into a brony. Possibly into the most dangerous type of brony, the clopper.
What a brilliant off-topic topic we just had there. Anyway, so expansion of the channel, yeah, pretty good. No, so as you can see, we're rolling a few ideas, but we might discuss it later on. But at the same time, do we really need to expand the channel now? Because I mean, it's only been up for less than a month. It started like in the 2nd of March, I believe, was whenever I first created the channel. So like it hasn't been a month yet. I would consider maybe a month and a half to 2 months before we actually start putting new content on it. So maybe about 3 more podcasts before we actually do stuff. Same with like having guests on the podcast. I want to kind of wait until we've kind of built enough podcasts. We can't just kind of say episode 1 podcast, okay, blah 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 blah. Episode 2 podcast with special guests. Like it wouldn't really make much sense. I would like to do it.
You know what we should do for one of these podcasts? We should have a Skype orgy. Skype podcast orgy. Just have like a shitload of people just in one podcast.
Yes.
Yes.
That'd be fucking brilliant.
Hey, let's try to get Phil or John Rambo with us one day.
Well, we'd have to kind of do like 150 podcasts for that. It's like, hello everyone, welcome to the King of Hate podcast number 223. We're special guests. Finally, after like 3 years of doing these podcasts, we finally got him on. It's DSP? No, not really. Anyway, so expansion of the channel, that's what we were thinking about. So let's talk about, speaking of the channel, what we're talking about in the King of Hate forums. What has been going on in the King of Hate forums today? Nothing. Next.
No fucking drama.
Yeah, no.
Nothing. Except we're having fun with the alphabet story game.
That's a very new thread that just, spawned. It's a pretty interesting story. I think I'm going to read out to you right now, this is impromptu. I'm going to read to you a story that we created through the alphabet game. The very first story that's popped up. Okay, so alphabet story game. Already it's got 4 pages and it's only been up since it started today. So anyway, let's read this little story, shall we? Here we go. A young boy walks in on his drunken stepfather beating his mother, and he brandishes his blade, telling him to stop. Chris, the son, then took a bullet to the eye because the stepfather is a crazy a-hole. Drunk with violent rage, father easily beat the poo out of Chris. I don't swear, I'm sorry. Easily beat the poo out of Chris. But then, fire casting Rita burned the father. Gavin was shocked to see this. However, fearing for his life, Gavin dashed out the door, and Iceman Steve came and jumped up in the air while turning the page. While kicking wildly at anything in sight, lashing out and kicking until momentarily he stopped. But then noises started to whisper things. Once they had stopped, he decided he had to pull himself together and go quickly in a mad dash, grabbed his belongings and set out, running to the nearest ghost town he could find. Suddenly, while walking through a thick shroud of fog, a team of highly trained monkeys spring out of nowhere, wielding... Oh, what are they wielding? Ooh...
Penis. I mean...
wielding umbrella blades and violence on their mind. Without warning, Wild appeared out of nowhere when Xylophone Man popped out of the ground and began yelling at all of them. Zebras who just wanted some love.
I came up with the last line.
Beautiful. That was beautiful. Anyway, moving on.
And that's the sequel.
Oh yeah, we'll get. Oh, next week we'll read out the next story. Okay. Moving on. What else? There was the threads. Most notable one was about the Resident Evil 5 comments, but we'll get to that whenever we talk about film news. Project 7, Episode 3, we got a preview of it in the Project Section discussion forum. Check that out if you haven't.
Can't wait.
It's looking quite good. Project 7, oh yeah. Let's see. You will play 7. I guess the final notable thread that spawned was a Run Devil Run 007 put up a thread regarding 10 facts about you. And it has gone really big. Like, a lot of people have been posting up, like, facts. I think Run Devil Run currently has a record of like 50 facts. I think I'm not really sure, but
oh, I could totally beat that. You like my last 10? It was na Batman.
pretty good. I think that's pretty much it. Like, nothing really big happened, to be honest. I don't think anything else really happened.
Well, just recently, yesterday, there was this new member called Fireworks something that kept on putting threads about video games
in the welcome
in the
section.
welcome
Yeah,
section.
it's kind of like what, and he kept making like duplicate threads. So Firework, if you're watching this, please try and think. Anyway, so I think that's about it for forum news. A pretty short one, but I just wanted to spice it up with that story. I think it was pretty good. Hope you guys that are watching this through live stream are having a blast as well. And if you're not, then flipping get out. Anyway, so in terms of DSP news, what has been going on in DSP? He made the weekend preview. Definitely, probably the biggest thing that happened was his Resident Evil playthrough, Operation Raccoon City. Did any of you watch this playthrough or like bits?
Oh yes.
First 4 videos and the final video, and 1 multiplayer video. Didn't have enough time, but I've noticed the disgusting comments about Panda Lee.
To anyone that doesn't know, this one was the very first playthrough where Phil and John Rambo and Panda Lee joined the crowd around with flipping heck. What was the other guy's name? It's
something I never heard of. I have no idea. He was with Phil on Uncharted and Call of Duty.
Yeah.
I have no idea who that guy was. Why didn't they get Howard?
Well, maybe Howard is busy with like the Spectre Pack crew and stuff. Is he always?
Yeah, people.
John.
I'll find his name now. I don't want to like make him watch his podcast and be so disgusting if we don't know his name. So KuroShadow. That was his name, KuroShadow. So he was sitting there. He was doing his stuff. There were complaints that he wasn't like loud enough, and then but probably the biggest complaint was, he's a machinima partner. I'm sorry, Beachy. Beachy just commented there and told me and let me know that I'm very sorry. He's a machinima partner. Oh, is that Howard or KuroShadow that he's talking about? I'm not sure. I don't think Howard's a YouTube partner or machinima partner, is he?
I think he's talking about Guro.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, still, nevertheless, the biggest complaint obviously was the sexist comments towards Panda Lee in her very first mainstream commentary. Before we even get to that, and something happened. Okay, there's a problem with this call, but we'll ignore that because that kind of appears.
It's coming from Haraki.
Oh, I think he just dropped.
Oh boy.
No!
Haraki. Oh, well, he's back on, but he might be joining again. Alright, but anyway, right, the show must go on while he's away. What are your thoughts?
It must be his grandma.
Probably. Like, what are your thoughts on Panda Lee's commentary? In your opinion?
Can I go
Wrong.
first?
Wrong?
Wait, can I go? You want to go first, Michael? Or
yeah. Okay. Panda Lee sexist.
Oh,
the controversy over the sexist comments against Panda Lee. What the fuck is wrong with these people? What family were they raised in? I mean, come on. Grow up, people. I mean, Panda Lee is the queen of hate. You don't disrespect her like that with your useless garbage. I mean, one comment was saying, John Rambo makes a period joke. Playthrough ends with Panda Lee going on a rampage or something like that.
yeah, that was pretty sexist right there.
Yeah. I gave Panda Lee a +1 rep.
Oh, there you go.
Just to make
why does Panda Lee have more reps than me? Oh. Alright, no. Without that.
She has 21. I only have 6.
I've got 20. Alright, let's not turn this into a rep thing. We're gonna get shut down. We're gonna get banned from the channel. I'm sorry, Peachy, if you're watching this. Peachy's ban hammer is just about a slam. I know it is. Okay, anyway, so unfortunately, it seems like HarakiNinja is like disconnecting, but we do have a backup though, because a friend of mine. Oh, he's still there, but he's Sorry, I thought you like weren't there, but you're.
I think you turned off video chat.
Oh, okay, well that's fine. Sorry, I thought.
Alright,
that's fine.
Wanna go? You wanna share your opinions, Ninja?
What's up?
About. You want to share your opinions of the Panda Lee comments of the sexists?
In Resident Evil?
Yeah, in Resident Evil.
Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City.
No, I honestly hate it when people are sexist. I mean, where are these people coming from, honestly? Though Phil has been going through the same type of crap for the past, since 2007 really, and he kind of keeps a positive attitude when people just downgrading him like that. So in my opinion, I just think Lee should pretty much ignore the idiots and do the same.
My opinion of all this is just what you guys said, it's just stupid, and like people need to learn to grow up and maybe not be fucking assholes towards women. But in another note, I just want to say, Panda Lee's. I'm not saying she's bad, but I think she overreacts on too many things.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
yeah, I
think she can tone down. She can tone down trying to be funny a lot, or maybe make less complaints during the playthrough. So, it was just kind of annoying, like seeing her like playing. Oh my god, I'm getting shot at. Help me, you assholes. And like she's she's kind of loud, but I'm not saying she's a bad commentator, but I say she could like work on it and maybe improve a little bit. But it's not. She can do what she wants, so I don't really care. So I'm just testing.
Yes, it's okay to have an opinion in the King of Fit podcast.
I know.
It is for everyone, and for everyone.
Yeah.
If you disagree with him, come on the next podcast and tell him why he's wrong.
Yeah. Another question involving that playthrough is: do you think one of you guys would consider that Panda Lee might have, I don't know, I'm sorry to say this, ruined the playthrough?
No, I don't.
With her complaining.
It was like a fresh breath. It was like a breath of fresh air from like all the normal stuff. Because I mean, Phil and John Rambo can only go so far, but now you have this new spice into it. People say, "Oh, she ruined the playthrough," but really, it's just because you're not used to it. think about everyone else that was in it. Whenever John Rambo first showed up in like the multiplayer playthroughs, everyone was like, "Oh, who's this guy?" And then whenever he like, you know, eventually over time they grew on him. Same with like Howard and stuff, and you know, people that got there. But a very good post I've seen, and this is just my opinion because I'm sure some of you may disagree with me, but a pretty good post that somebody put up on the thread regarding that was somebody said, I forget what his name was. I think it might have been Alex Pong, but I don't think so. But you know, if it is him, then well done. But he said that Panda Lee has to find her own like spark in a video, because I mean, John Rambo had that part in TV Superstars whenever he done that advertisement, and that was what got him into the ultimate. Oh, everyone! Oh, we love this guy. He's the guy that did the start the party.
Would you like some balls?
Yeah, that there. And I forgot about it there. Flip me, but now, thank you. Howard had that thing about knocking over the camera and start the party, and he also had the turbine full of bombs joke. That's what got him recognized. Do you think that Panda Lee needs to get her own like little thing where there has to be just something with her? Like, she can only go far with the I'm Phil's girlfriend thing for a while, even if, like, obviously, you know, she isn't running her success just by saying that. But do you think that if she finds her own like spark or something, where like she does something in a video that, you know, that solidates her spot in the DSP gang, so to speak, do you think that she would need to achieve one of those to be fully accepted by the hardcore fans of DSP, so to speak?
I don't know yet. I mean, I liked her in the Ratchet and Clank 0 for 1 playthrough. I mean, that was her funniest moment when she and Phil were talking about, you know, politics at the beginning of the playthrough. I love it how they made fun of Bush in that playthrough, but I don't know, maybe somewhere in that playthrough, maybe Panda Lee might have gotten her moment, but I don't know. I hope Panda Lee does more co-op with Phil.
Yeah, so do I.
I hope they do something with an Xbox 360, because they did something with PS3, and they did something with the Wii. I just maybe she'll get her moment with a Xbox 360 playthrough. I have no idea. But, anyway, good luck, Panda Lee.
What do you guys think?
Bow down to the Queen of Hate.
Oh, yes, the Queen of Hate.
Ninja, you want to go?
Nah, not really. I just kind of dozed out for a second.
Oh, okay. I'll go. Let me just say, I don't think doing something like funny will make you like important. I mean, if you like, I don't know how to say it. I think if you're awesome, you make some funny jokes. Sure. Oh. I'm just pulling out. Oh my god! Fucking pulling out this in my ass. I'm just gonna say this. She gotta work on her commentary. That's all I have to say. And then if she be somewhat good, then I'll respect her. Sorry if I didn't know what to say. I'm doping today.
In response to that, she did make a post relating to that, and whenever she said she is familiar with the commentary style of play, but she used to do stuff like Justin.tv. So she would say, "Oh, well, I've got experience in commentary." So people that are saying that she's really bad, maybe she has something to back it up. What do you have to say to that? Just out of curiosity.
She has a YouTube channel, but there's no videos on it. Maybe she should do a game on her channel by herself with some commentary, see how she does.
And then maybe we could judge her from that.
Yeah. What game should we give her first?
I don't think we should force her. I think she should do what she wants to do. Also, wait, she has a live stream? Oh, I didn't know that.
Apparently so, but she didn't link it or anything. She just said Justin.tv. So for all we know, she could be from anywhere. So anyway,
I bet I could find her.
Alright, will you do that? That's your mission for the rest of the podcast. Anyway, so all in all, Panda Lee sexist comments. What the heck are you talking about? Get back to your flipping basement where you belong. And you know,
get lost, Deathface henchmen.
And
they probably look for Deathface.
And like Phil said, there's a big difference between constructive criticism and just full-blown hate, and that couldn't be more flipping relevant in this playthrough. So you know, also give her a break. You know, even if I think too many people comparing her to Phil. That's a problem, because you know Phil has been doing this for several years now. almost an expert, so to speak, in this here field. Whereas Panda Lee, even though she has had previous experience with this, she isn't like, like I don't want to say she isn't on Phil's level, but Phil has more experience than her. So don't compare her to Phil. Like don't compare her to anything. Just treat her as like a regular person and like and then it's like a different style. Because I think people are too used to Phil's style of like game that they kind of think, oh, anything that isn't as good as Phil is automatically bad. Like stuff together. I don't really like that attitude of it. So I think to conclude that on that topic, which is a pretty big one, we're about 20 minutes into the podcast now, or about 25 minutes even. Mm-hmm. I think to conclude with that there, sexist comments, get out of here.
Yeah, get the fuck out.
Yeah, Panda Lee should definitely continue co-op with Phil and all that there. Watch her like grow. Maybe she could find her moment. Like she might not even need it, but maybe she could find her moment, and then she could be be consolidated. No, not that word. I don't know what word to say, but so she could be officially like
recognized.
Yeah, like recognized in the group, welcomed by Phil's fans, pretty much, because they're very picky bunches. Mm-hmm. But they're a very picky bunch of 11-year-olds. So calm down. Anyway, in other news for DSP gang. Well, nothing really. Apart from the show that happened, guessing some of you watch the show, which is our rival podcast. No, not really.
John Rambo
and OJ. They had, oh my gosh, I always forget this. This is like the worst part of the podcast, and I always forget who the heck was the guest in the podcast, but I forget. I don't know, but I think it was Ben something, but he's originally from England, so props to him immediately. He made a few ones like Boomer's Day Out. Check it out. Pretty good, the show. OJ talks about his dreams, etc. Check it out if you haven't. Yeah, it's a long story. He keeps a diary of his dreams, and then he said to read some out. Very interesting. I think
the show you just lost.
As for general gaming news, what actually happened in the general gaming news, like in terms of general gaming news? I didn't remember anything happening this week.
A lot of good things happened this week. If you watched this show, Adventure Time, it's being made to a 3DS DS game actually.
Sorry, what game is this?
Adventure Time. They make it a game that's like the show Adventure Time.
Oh,
of course.
I love the show. Let's see what else.
I guess in terms of I'm not sure if this even counts as general gaming news, but Ninja Gaiden got a 3 in IGN scale. I actually didn't watch a full review, nor have I seen any gameplay of the game because I don't do my research because I'm an idiot. But anyway, like, what did you think about this like score? Dude, like, it was also quite controversial this week.
Well, I don't know much about this Mitch Dyer guy from IGN. I mean, I looked him up on Twitter to find those offensive comments he made about Phil. I mean, and when I looked at, I couldn't find him, but when I looked at his face, like he's this blonde guy with glasses, blonde Canadian, I thought, based on what he looked like, this guy's an asshole. He'll always give these popular game bad reviews just for the fun of it. I don't think he knows how to review games. I mean, he's like on Yahoo Sports, he's kind of like Chris Chase on Yahoo. They don't know how to write articles. They just do it for the sake of it, and just give he just gives games just a random number, like, I didn't enjoy it, I'm gonna give it a bad review, or like, what's the co-op, what is the shooting, what is the fun plot line, what is the hot chicks, bad review. I mean, Phil is right. This guy is truly an asshole ever since the controversy involving the PlayStation magazine.
Well, actually, what you're talking about in terms of the DSP Mitch Dyer rivalry was I believe in for Duke Nukem Forever, Phil was criticizing an article written in the official Xbox magazine or whatever it was, and then PlayStation, sorry, and then he responded to Phil on Twitter, calling him, all kinds of crazy stuff. I kind of forget what it was. It was like about a year ago, so I don't really remember that much. But
in like the summer, last
summer. So they had like a Twitter war almost going on, and then eventually Mitch Dyer, I think it was something like he chickened out or something, like he just stopped responding, or he made some sort of like cocky comment or something. I was I was following it, but I don't really remember it that much anymore. But that's because once again I don't do my research for the podcast. So I'm a complete idiot again. So still, it's kind of funny how Mitch Dyer wrote this review, and he has a history with Phil, and he gave it a 3. Sorry about that. I forget, what does Phil give it on The Deceitful Truth, if any of you watched it? If even...
He hasn't reviewed it.
Oh.
I don't think he reviewed Ninja Gaiden 3 yet.
Can I just say, I played Ninja Gaiden 3 already.
How did you find it?
And it sucked.
Oh.
It didn't feel like the other... Because you know why? Because it has... 5. It has fucking multiplayer.
What?
Why the fuck does it... It has fucking multiplayer.
Ninja Gaiden, like one of the hardest games ever made. Now with multiplayer? What? Logic?
Yeah, it has... Yeah, I was like, wait... Why? And you know why this game did bad? It's because it wasn't created by Team Ninja, obviously. Well, the original creator wasn't part of the dev team, so that's why I think flopped.
I mean, does every game have to have multiplayer all of a sudden? I mean,
that's what companies think.
I mean, that's kind of stupid for a game such as Ninja Gaiden 3 to have multiplayer. The only thing that people should do is just enjoy the story and get through the campaign. And Phil said in the final video, I enjoyed the campaign a lot. I mean, there were some issues with combat in his playthrough. I mean, especially with the final boss battle in the final stage.
Well, I was going to talk a bit more about multiplayer then, but that's actually our big topic, which I think we might as well get into, because that's pretty much it for news, to be honest. So, was there anything?
I think I got more news.
Is there? I didn't really follow it, but I didn't see anything new going
on. Let's see. Wait, you guys talk about Assassin's Creed 3?
Yeah, we talked about that. I think we talked about that last week or 2 weeks ago podcast, but we have mentioned it and stuff. I think that was back when, who was it? I think it might have been Life Leecher was talking about it. I'm not sure. I'm very bad with remembering names from stuff. But yeah, we have covered it. Actually, well, we might as well. I've already given my opinions on it, and coincidentally, I have to go to the bathroom now. So while I go to the bathroom, you three could maybe discuss how you think Assassin's Creed 3 is going to be. So far, it kind of looks like it's going to be one of the biggest releases of this year. So now that it's set in a brand new story, a brand new time, So what do you guys think about it?
Looks like this could be a nominee for Game of the Year for now. Assassin's Creed 3. I mean, I enjoy history. History is my favorite subject. And if I were to pick up this game, I would really have fun with not just the gameplay, but enjoying the history, the historical accuracy with Assassin's Creed 3. I mean, the American Revolution, you can't get any better than that. I mean, it's better than playing in the Crusades or the Renaissance. But I mean, I think this is gonna be the best historical setting. I can't wait to find out more about this new protagonist known as Connor. I mean, I like his cultural diversity, part British, part Native American. I mean, anything can happen. I mean, it could really go big, or it could really end up blowing it like the last few Assassin's Creed games. I mean, people had so much hype for the Assassin's Creed 2 trilogy, but they all ended up falling short, and none of them got nominated for Game of the Year in the mainstream awards, which kind of sucks.
Okay. Ninja, you wanna give your opinion?
Sure. No. Well, I'm kind of hoping that Assassin's Creed 3 won't be like Assassin's Creed, but like the other ones. Like, I'm glad that we actually switched to a new protagonist because, to be honest, I'm a little tired of Ezio, and hopefully Assassin's Creed 3 will be somewhat like the first one. Like, we need to use strategy to assassinate our targets. Jesus Christ, I had this all thought up before.
It's okay.
What else? I'm not exactly sure how we gonna function around the woods. Like, I mean, what if our target is in the forest? And I don't know if you're gonna have to climb a tree to assassinate him from there. I've saw a few pictures. Like, it looked kind of like the Washington D.C. and the New York areas. Who knows? Maybe it'll kind of be like when you first went to Venice and Assassin's Creed 2. Yeah.
I'll give my opinions. I think Assassin's Creed 3 is gonna be a great game. I think the team got it this year. But I'm just hoping they don't have any stupid ass tower defense bullshit minigame. So yeah, that's what I'm hoping. Also, it has George Washington, so who doesn't like George Washington? If you don't like George Washington, then you're a communist. I'm just kidding. In other news stories, Valve have announced that they're not making a new console. They're not making. Have you guys heard about this?
I have.
Apparently,
And we've covered it as well.
What's Valve doing?
There was a rumor that saying Valve was gonna make a Steam console, like for the PC. So, but they say it's not gonna be like anytime soon. I think it's just a idea that was pitched to them. So they just confirmed that. Oh no, we're not going to do it this year.
How would that work? Steambox 360, Steam Station, Steam U.
No, I think it would just be a PC, but it would be like more with Steam integrated. So it's another news story is that. Let's see. Wait, what was that article? Sorry, I just lost it. Disney. If you guys haven't heard, Disney Epic Mickey 2 is coming out.
Oh yes, I remember
It's gonna have.
Yes.
Come out.
Epic
and
City
it's gonna
2.
be. And there's gonna be co-op, and it's gonna be a musical. Hooray!
No.
I'll respond to that.
Would you guys get it?
This is what people have been waiting for. DSP, the musical.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I think we just found our first game that we can do for the King of Hate community sessions. Yeah, let's play Epic Mickey multiplayer. Woo! Can't wait for it.
Woo!
Good.
Hell yeah!
Yay. And rule number 1, no talking. You can only sing when you're talking. I bet that'll be our number 1 rule during the community thing, right, Pete?
Sorry, I'm in the DSP chat right now, so we got a double live stream chat going on. Is anyone actually commenting in the chat box of our live stream? So curious.
Somewhat.
Somewhat.
Kinda.
Alright. In other news, let's see. Oh yeah. Diablo got a release date.
Sorry.
So,
oh my god.
So men and women of the video game world, prepare to get your life taken away from Diablo 3.
I've never played a Diablo game, but let's not talk about that.
Diablo 3 will be like the next Skyrim, in my opinion.
If Skyrim didn't take away your social life, Diablo 3 will.
It's kind of funny how Torchlight 2, like the people from Torchlight say, "Oh, obviously Torchlight 2 is gonna be first, and Diablo 3 is gonna come out last." But there's no release date from Torchlight 2, so jokes on them. Also, if you guys was wondering in indie news, if you guys had heard of Double Fine, awesome company.
I heard of Double Fine.
They started a Kickstarter for what game? Psychonauts 2. Was it Psychonauts 2? Yeah, Psychonauts.
No, it's not. It's not Psychonauts 2. It's a new adventure game.
Oh yeah, a new adventure game.
I wish it was Psychonauts 2, but it's not. I mean, come on. I'm part of a Double Fine action forum, and just recently there's been a shit ton of new members yesterday because they're all Double Fine adventure backers. And Double Fine's a great company. I wish them luck with this adventure game. I mean, I wish they could do Psychonauts 2, but unfortunately, Double Fine got messed up by publishers. That's why we don't have a Brutal Legend 2. EA just pretty much said F you to Double Fine when it comes to a sequel to Brutal Legend.
So
yeah, well, and also I think this should be our last news story. Peter Montalvo from Fable 3, from the Fairies from Lionhead Studio is leaving and joining a new company, 22 Cans. So the dev of Fable is now gone.
Oh my gosh! So we're not gonna see Fable 4? Oh my gosh! That's so shocked.
Good.
Isn't a trilogy enough?
Yeah, they just ended that trilogy.
It's kind of sad because they're making more spin-offs of Fable. You should just kill it. We don't need Fable on rails. Hello, I'm Peter Molyneux, and
I never really got into Fable.
It's a really good game. I think that's about it.
Alright, so that's good. So the big topic today, the ultimate big topic, is cooperative gaming since the dawn of time, since couch gaming, and now everything's online. And why the heck fucking games? Why we were talking earlier about the fact that every single game thinks that it needs multiplayer now. I don't get it.
Well, co-op is good. I mean, it's not just learning about teamwork in a game. It helps communication. That's what co-op's mainly for teamwork and communication. Don't you guys agree? I think co-op's a good thing.
Yeah, but at the same time, cooperative gaming can be good, because obviously couch gaming has always been a good revolution. Well, not revolution thing, but always was a good thing. You know, bring your friends over, have a few beers if you're old enough, if you're at the legal age. You know, smoke some crack, and then you can play some good old console gaming. You know, laugh all stuff Phil and Rambo always do it now. They still keep the couch gaming thing in their channel, including the stuff even if they're watching stuff with the WWE 12 simulations. Those are really funny as well. So stuff like that there I think is really good. At the same time though, online multiplayers, obviously it's it has its benefits, so it's in,
and it has its consequences.
Yeah, you have trolls now, yeah, exactly, you have trolls, and you have you have internet connections and stuff, and you have people maybe losing communications with other people. So if you live, for example, I've got a friend that lives not very far away from me, and we play more online than we do couch co-op, and I think that's a bit weird. It doesn't really get the community sense of it and all there, and you have to pay for it on Xbox Live. But so I think the evolution of cooperative gaming, I think first of all we should talk about what has been your experiences with cooperative gaming. So I guess once again we should do it in alphabetical order. So I think HarakiNinja comes first. So Haraki, what would you say has been your experiences with both couch co-op and internet cooperative gameplay and multiplayer, basically?
Well, my opinion is kind of here and there, but I kind of think online co-op is kind of an improvement to normal co-op. I mean, what if your friend is plan to come over and play a game with you, but yet he has to go do something, so he has to go play online with you to play the game. But Christ, I just lost it. I just lost my train of thought.
It's okay, man.
It's all good. It's all good. Nobody's gonna judge you.
It's okay.
King of Hit Podcast. We're all friendly here. Also, before we continue, I just want to give a shout out to D-Ree and Pisces because they flipping are begging me to do it in the chat, so they're flipping be happy about that. Anyway, continuing. KuroNekoVamp, what has been your experiences of both couch co-op, online co-op, and online multiplayer?
Wait, okay, never mind. Anyways, I have one story for you guys. If you guys played Halo 3, there was a event going on called the Mythic Challenge map event. What was it called? Whatever. It was something where if you complete all these challenges, you can get this awesome helmet that was like limited to like decent amount of people. And so,
yeah.
If you guys remember, there was this one very fucking hard challenge, and it was I forgot what it's called, but it was the one where you had to beat the last mission with 4 of your friends, and you have to have the skulls. There's this one skull you have to have this on where if you die, you respawn back to the checkpoint, and if anyone of your teammates dies, you all die. And that was very hard, and you had to beat it on legendary. And the last level of Halo 3 was pretty fucking hard on legendary, cause flood ain't easy. Flood ain't easy. And you have to beat it while driving the Ghost, so. And so,
okay.
I had been a bad experience, but good experience trying to beat that challenge. Like, it was one where my brother was downloading, like, something, and then, like, my internet lagged out, and then we beat, like, if you don't know by now, we beat T43, Guilty Spark, because you have to get to activate the Halo rings and whatever. And, like, after we beat him, and once we went outside, like, my brother started downloading, and then I lagged out, and I was like, fuck! And the other event that happened was, after we had the ghosts, one of the ghosts, got destroyed, cause one of my idiot teammates threw a grenade, cause he dropped his controller, and I was pissed. And I wanted to kill him, and yeah. But eventually it took me like 1 or 2 weeks to get a good team and to beat it. So I was happy at the end. But I think, from my experience, I think co-op makes friends, give a better experience with other people. Like I really hate like competitive, online play, cause it's just a bunch of assholes, and people like, and even your teammates are asshole if you make a mistake. Like, for example, if you ever play the game League of Legends, like I daily do, like your teammates says you're like a fail or you should uninstall the game. It's like, I just hate those comments. I really hate playing co-op today, but I play with my friends. So if you're playing co-op, play with friends. Don't play with random people you don't know, because they might be random assholes you don't want to play with.
KuroNekoVamp, that was absolutely beautiful. That was brilliant. And the Mr. Last but certainly not least, Master of Awesomeness, what has been your experiences with couch co-op?
Alright,
Oh,
co-op.
okay. Okay.
I
Before it.
my first co-op, I believe, was basically I did a local co-op with my brother for Little Big Planet 2. And it was fun. I love playing with my brother locally. And then when I got my own PlayStation 3, he only had a PlayStation 3 back then. My first online co-op was Dead Rising 2. And I did 8 playthroughs of that game with different people. And I love playing Terror is Reality in Dead Rising 2. Back then I didn't have a mic to communicate with, so I basically when I was talking, I just did a chat box. And then I finally got a mic, and I decided to do Red Dead Redemption. And I had a few posses, but then there were lots of mean people out there, lots of people making fun of me, especially about my voice. I mean, everyone just kept on ganging up on me and killing me, and they kept laughing. It was just so rude. I mean, I haven't played Red Dead Redemption in a while, because I pretty much 100%ed the game. But, those are pretty much the only games I, co-oped with. I did a little bit of co-op online for Little Big Planet 1 and 2. But I'm not a hardcore gamer a lot. I only played a few games, most of them single player. That's okay, right, guys?
Yeah.
Mhm,
So,
yeah.
I guess for me, in terms of couch co-op, I think I just mentioned it kind of, but in my childhood, I used to always play couch co-op because, that's back whenever online gaming was still pretty hot. I'm guessing all of you, whenever you were younger, you used to play a lot of couch co-op a lot more. If you were
Yeah, back in the day.
PS1, PS2, even going further back to NES, Sega Genesis, which I actually had as well. Stuff like that there, I still think was really good. Childhood memories you'll never get back. I remember me and my brother both had an Xbox, I think, yeah. And then one of my friends that lived just down the road, who I think has moved out now, but he had an Xbox as well. And we used to do System Link, Halo 2 and Counter-Strike for the Xbox, and it was really cool. And my brother would used to go to clan parties and stuff with his Xbox. He'd bring his Xbox and TV, and they just System Link 16 Xboxes together, and they just play them. I always wanted to do that, but whenever I started really getting into it, we're in this era where online exists, stuff like that there. Speaking of which, online co-op, I'm pretty surprised none of you really mentioned this, but one game that obviously is a pretty big thing for online co-op is Left 4 Dead from Valve, in which that game is a lot based on online co-op, where you get 3 of your friends and you'd all play Left 4 Dead together. You'd all fight the undead horde with each other. Another game similar to that is Dead Rising, which also had multiplayer, which Phil and John Rambo did in their channel. So stuff like that I always think I think stuff like that is really fun, and I think stuff like that should be encouraged, because there's nothing better than just destroying a bunch of enemies with your friends with the sole purpose of working together. Same with games even Operation Raccoon City, that had that as well. That used that had that used the 4-player thing to destroy zombies and stuff and troops. So I think stuff like that should be encouraged. Online multiplayer, my experiences with that there. I just play the normal games. I play a bit of Call of Duty. I'm not so big into it as I was. I just kind of play casually now. Other games I'd play multiplayer in would be Street Fighter. I would play multiplayer in, and play online there. I get very salty at that game if I ever lose, because my flipping V's the best, and it's just flipping respect it. But I do think that online multiplayer, for me, it is good when used correctly. For a game like Team Fortress 2, Counter-Strike. So notice I'm naming Valve games here. I'm a complete Valve fanboy, but Counter-Strike, Team Fortress 2, games like that, they're, even Modern Warfare 3 to an extent, or just the Call of Duty series to an extent, uses multiplayer effectively, as in it bands people together, uses a creative way to, fight off against people. And I think this kind of links to the next topic I'm going to talk about, and that is games that don't need multiplayer but just throw it in for no reason. Like games like I can name a few off right now. For example, like BioShock 2. There is no reason that game needed multiplayer. I mean, BioShock 1 was famous for how gripping the story was. Same with like Uncharted as well, but I guess the Uncharted multiplayer is kind of better than the BioShock 2 multiplayer anyway. But I still think the games that are there should just stay pure. So I think the next question I'm going to bring around to all of you, starting once again with HarakiNinja going in alphabetical. In fact, we'll go in reverse alphabetical order this time, just to spice it up. So I might as well speak first, and then Master of Us, and this KuroNekoVamp, and then HarakiNinja. The question is, do you think games need multiplayer in this day and age to satisfy an audience? And I think that like I was just saying there now, games like BioShock and stuff don't need multiplayer. Like those games, if you just make the campaign good, you don't need multiplayer for those games. Like, the games are pure as they are. So I think that if you, oh my gosh, I hear frantic typing in the background. Oh my gosh. Okay. Whew. Oh my gosh, that was insane. Oh my goodness. Okay. Anyway, yeah, games like that, if you just make the campaign really good, like, games like Fallout and Skyrim, they didn't have multiplayer, and those games are ranked really highly. Same with like Batman Arkham City. Those games never had multiplayer, Arkham Asylum as well. Those games never had multiplayer, and they still ranked really high. True, the replay value of that game, people think that, if you just throw in multiplayer and, it'll add replay value to a game, but at the same time, it's only to a certain extent. I played like 3 games of BioShock 2's multiplayer, and I was like, alright, forget this game's done, I'm going to trade it in. But like, if you have a game that has really good multiplayer, like, I'm trying to think of a game that has a really good campaign, like a really, really good campaign, but also had really good multiplayer. But obviously this would be questionable. People might say Call of Duty, but I wouldn't agree with that there. I just mean a game that they solely created a campaign, but also the multiplayer is really good too. I can't think of one right now. Maybe you guys might have an idea on it, but still.
Oh, what?
Can you think of any game that had a really good campaign and also a really good multiplayer?
Oh, I know one.
You know one? Alright, well, what do you think it is?
GTA 4.
I guess, yeah, games together, I guess you could say, like, but at the same time, multiplayer and that there's just kind of give what you take. Well, that's a pretty awful phrase to say, but I don't think it makes any sense. But games together, it's kind of like you can incorporate it any way you want. Like if you free roam or do missions and stuff. That actually is a good point. The games like GTA or Red Dead Redemption, those games are really good. I will give you credit for that. Props to KuroNekoVamp for that one. I actually didn't think about that there, but good job. I completely forgot about that.
Also, wait, one multiplayer game one single player game that didn't need multiplayer, but it actually worked out well, was Mass Effect 3. I have to admit, it's pretty fun. I really do enjoy it.
But at the same time, for how long can you play it though? Till you would get bored of it?
That is true, but I think it does have a lot of replayability with different class, different weapon sets, all the challenges. Like this weekend they did the N7 challenge where you had to kill 7 million or not 7, I don't know why I'm saying 7, 1 million brutes. I think that if you keep doing like challenges, I think they should make it better.
What the heck?
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm sorry, we're having some difficulties here relating to...
Yeah, sorry about the difficulties.
It's okay. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Don't my internet.
That was weird, but it's okay, we're all back, we're all one great big happy family again. So I guess, to conclude with mine, if you really want a game to do good in the single player route, go with the single player route, don't waste your time in multiplayer. Don't give it to another gaming company so they can do it like what Medal of Honor did like 2 years ago. Don't do that, that's not a very smart idea either. I would just say, if you want a game to be good for a single player, do really good in the single player. If you want a game to be really good for multiplayer, focus more on the multiplayer. Don't really, if you don't even put a campaign in, like a game, like Team Fortress 2, that didn't have a single, like that didn't have like a flipping story mode or anything like that. That just had multiplayer, and there you go, fun and fit. Same with like Left 4 Dead to a certain extent as well. So I do think games together, should work with another. So that's just my take on it. So going in reverse alphabetical order here.
Oh, can I go on like a mini rant real quick?
Yeah, go ahead, because we are about 1 hour into it, but we got another like half an hour, so go for it. Proceed to rant.
I think EA and BioWare are just being too fucking greedy. I mean, if you play Mass Effect 3 multiplayer, you can buy these packs, and like you can like use your own real money, like the veteran pack or the premium pack, like weapon sets you can buy. I think BioWare should just like BioWare and EA are being way too greedy with Mass Effect 3, with the DLC and all the weapon packs. I mean,
I had a feeling it's gonna show up.
With using, I think that BioWare should just make Mass Effect 3 multiplayer just free to play, and just add the premium packs and all the pay to play packs, whatever crap.
There we go.
Into like a substantive way. Sorry.
That's all. It's all good. It's a bit like Darko Kurosaki in the very first one. Whenever he went on a run about Triple H, but it's all good. This is the place to do it. Don't you worry. After all, it spices up a little bit. So anyway, Master of Awesomeness, if you can still hear us, that is, and if you can.
Yeah.
Yes, so.
I can hear all three of you.
Yeah. The question is, do you think that a campaign that has a really good single player needs do you think any game needs multiplayer to survive in this, to a certain audience in this day and age?
The answer is no for me. Here's the thing, you got games, good and bad, like let's see, based on what I've been seeing Phil do. You got Ninja Gaiden 3, and then you got like Never Dead. I mean, they're both bad games because of the control issues. But, I mean, you could enjoy the single-player campaign and the story, but you don't really need the multiplayer, aspect. And if the game is bad, why are you putting a multiplayer in it? Because no one's gonna play your game if it's a piece of shit. I mean, that's why Phil had to do this hateful truth review of Never Dead, right after he did single player, because when he tried to do a multiplayer playthrough, he couldn't do it because no one was interested in the game, because it sucked so bad. Same thing's probably gonna happen with Ninja Gaiden 3. Now, he's saying, before I can do a hateful truth review, I gotta do a multiplayer playthrough first. And that's probably not gonna happen because of that guy, Mitch Dyer, making everyone cancel their reserves for Ninja Gaiden 3. I mean, there's some games, although there are some games that are good at combining, campaign mode with multiplayer. For example, you have Little Big Planet 1 and 2. And I think they do a good job at having both local and online co-op for the story. So if you're stuck with one puzzle in the story mode, you can have people from online to help you. And basically, the same thing is with Trenched, or it's now known as Iron Brigade. They do, I see lots of teamwork from the Xbox community with Iron Brigade. When it comes to story mode and surviving waves of enemies. I mean, maybe that's a good combination with console exclusive games such as Little Big Planet and Iron Brigade, which both games can go up to 4 players max. But seriously, there are a few games. I mean, if they have a single player campaign and that tells you this game should be 1 player only and it has multiplayer, it shouldn't really need the multiplayer part. I mean, just like one of you two guys, I believe it was Haraki that said, Skyrim and Fallout. They have a good campaign mode, long and excellent, and I don't think you need multiplayer in those types of games. Because basically you'll be able to really solve any puzzle, take down any obstacles on your own. I don't think it's really necessary to have multiplayer in those type of games, unless you're really stupid and you need to go online to watch a YouTube video of that level for help. But anyway, in conclusion, a game doesn't need multiplayer depending on what type of game they are, i.e., RPG, JRPG, free roam, I guess, anything, I don't know. Same thing with Red Dead Redemption. You can enjoy the story, go anywhere around Red Dead Redemption, but I don't think you need multiplayer for that one because you could have all these annoying people come out of nowhere just to gun you down all the time.
There we go.
Case in point.
So, KuroNekoVamp, what were your thoughts on this?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think a game needs multiplayer to survive to a certain audience in this day and age?
Alright. It depends, alright? Depends the game. Like, if a game if a game company can make a game where it has enough content and it's worth $60 and it has a lot of replayability, then yes, maybe they don't need multiplayer. But if a game that's like 8 or 10 hours long, it's a good campaign, but doesn't have a lot of replayability. It might need multiplayer, but I don't know. If it's really that good a game. But I don't know. To me, I don't mind having multiplayer on a game, but it just depends. I don't think every game needs it. I think some games just need it, necessary for it.
But you might think that multiplayer in a single player game might be thrown in as like a last ditch effort to increase sales or increase the life that some people might have on the game. So I really don't like it whenever people would just throw in multiplayer just for the sake of having multiplayer.
I hate when they just like, I know that they just put this in last minute and it's like, here's multiplayer, give us more monies. Because I hate games like that.
And finally, last but not least, HarakiNinja, if you're still with us. The question at hand, if you don't already know it, do games need multiplayer to survive to a certain audience in this day and age?
Not all the time, really. Let's see. I mean, games like Halo and Call of Duty, those are. Okay, let me think. Usually games don't really need multiplayer because just think about Tron Evolution. What if they ended up giving that multiplayer? Correct me if I'm wrong if they did, but that would just be, I don't know, retarded. Like, let's see, Ninja Gaiden 3 just got a bad review, only because it had multiplayer. The campaign is probably enjoyable, I'm sure, but the multiplayer probably ruined it. Who knows? But like games like Saints Further, that's, who knows, that kind of needs multiplayer. I don't know. Multiplayer kind of would probably make it more enjoyable, but Saints Further is pretty much like a free roam game, much like Red Dead Redemption. Only you don't get anything where you can just shoot people for no particular reason. Like, what I hate about games having multiplayer is that nowadays, most games that used to be single player now have multiplayer. Games like Mass Effect 3, Uncharted 3, what else?
Like Wolfenstein, the older games of that there had multiplayer, but the previous games before that never had multiplayer.
Yeah. Did the original Duke Nukem have multiplayer?
No. I think it's Doom that you're thinking about, perhaps. I'm not sure. I mean, the Doom multiplayer was still pretty good.
Sometimes multiplayer kind of gets repetitive. Like, for some reason, I honestly don't get why most of these game companies have to compete with very popular games with multiplayer. Call of Duty. Who knows? In my opinion, I just think the companies put multiplayer in games just to get a good what's the word? I don't want to say money shot. That sounds dirty.
Money shot.
Let's see. To get a good bank out.
Okay.
Mass Effect 3 is a great game. I haven't played it yet, unfortunately. Don't hate me.
I hate you now.
So just get out. Get out. You're banned from the podcast now, Mooch.
Oh no. But Mass Effect, the reason why Mass Effect 3 is popular right now is because of its campaign, its story. I played the demo, the multiplayer, the demo's multiplayer. I just think that its multiplayer is kind of repetitive. In my opinion, I just think Mass Effect 3's multiplayer is like Gears of War 3's Horde mode, or Halo ODST's Firefight mode. Like, you just have to hold out for like 10 or 100 rounds. But that's my opinion.
Pretty good. I was going to ask a final question, but we might as well kind of keep this one kind of brief. And after all, we can't really talk about it that much. That was a pretty big question anyway. The final question is, where can online gaming go from here? Like, where, like, how, like, we've already had from the evolution from the couch co-op to System Link, now from System Link to online. But now where could it possibly go? Apart from maybe improving the netcode for, across the oceans, across the pond, so to speak. But where else do you think multiplayer in a game could go? Do you think? I think we'll start randomly, so...
Can I go?
Yeah, go for it.
Alright, so since we're keeping it brief, I'm just gonna list what should they change. Shooters. Change everything. Fighting. Change your fucking netcode.
Yes.
Puzzle
Listen
games.
Listen to this man. Go on.
Puzzle games. Wait. Never mind. MMOs. MMORPGs. Try to do something. Try to reinvent the wheel. But I know it's hard, but you could try. Like, look what Guild Wars 2 is doing. They're gonna, like, rape... No, I'm not gonna say rape. We're gonna pwn World of Warcraft, because I played a share of the beta. It's true. I love that fucking game. But, I say generally, I think free-to-play is the way to go in the future. I mean, we're seeing it more and more often, and I think, like, buying, like, certain items with money in free-to-play, games is a great idea, and they should keep doing it. But more better. And that's about it.
Mm-hmm.
Who wants...
Alright. How could co-op evolve? So, well, this is a crazy idea, but one day, when it comes to co-op, I hope we find a way to have people who play a game on a PlayStation and people who play the same game on Xbox 360 would play co-op together. I wish there was some sort of way in which we could merge consoles, co-op from over major consoles, and have people play against someone with a different console. That's how co-op should evolve. I maybe I don't know, have moderators examine servers like for certain games and ban anyone that trolls or is very harassful and something like that. That would be a good idea to have mods, be part of a co-op community just to make sure everyone's playing it safe.
Well, I think what you're trying to say is, I think it's been done. Like for people with, like, for server browsers, like if you ever play any Source games or any game with server browsers, they do have like mods that, or people like admins that just play the game and also check what's going on in the server, see any hacking and other stuff. But I don't know for other games. I think they just need to beef up the security, and that's about it.
What about my idea of, finding a way for people who play a game on like a PlayStation 3 play against people with the same game on Xbox 360? That'd be pretty cool if we can find a way.
That's
never.
Yeah, I think that's.
Yeah, but that's not gonna fucking happen. It's kind of because Microsoft and fucking Sony hate each other. It's a competition. Why would they work together?
Hey, masterofawesomeness is it's like Russia and Russia and America in the Cold War. They don't like each other.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. Inside joke there for anyone that watched the live stream and you actually seen us talk about that. Anyway, I think who wants to go between me and HarakiNinja? Let's do eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I'll just point at the screen whenever I want to do it. Okay, so eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a ticker by the toe of the screens and let it go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Okay, it was you, HarakiNinja, so you're up. So how far can online go from here? Pretty much is the question.
Who knows? Like I said, my last opinion, online play could sometimes get repetitive. Like, you can get, like, give it a few months or probably a few weeks. It'll get boring. You get tired of the same old gameplay. You just want to go to another game. But let's see. I don't want to bring Call of Duty into the argument. I really don't. But what? Jesus Christ.
Well, I think pretty much we've said what needs to be said pretty much in this here. Like, I think you two have done a pretty good job in covering most of the stuff that could go forward for online. I think the only thing maybe I could add is perhaps, I'm not sure if any of you have played, like, it's something on the computer, like an additional thing that you can install called I think it's called, I don't know how you pronounce it, but it's Sven Co-op or something. It's SVEN Co-op. And what happens is, in most like older games to the PC, you could get multiple people to play it at once if you all had the game. So it was kind of like, Red Dead Redemption GTA style, but you were just playing a single player game but with multiple people. So things stuff together, that could be pretty good if you incorporate it in the right ways. Like, for example, games like Fallout or Borderlands was a game like that. There, whenever like people could just join at any time they wanted and they could just start playing with you through the single player, even though there wasn't really a single player, just kind of both combined into one. I think games like that there should kind of exist a bit more.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Sven Co-op. Yeah, I have that. I play that a lot actually. It's a Half-Life 1 multiplayer mods. They do it for. I think they have several games where it has single player with co-op, like Halo 1.
Yeah. I think they've actually
Halo
done that in Sven Co-op. They've actually made games like that that are made it playable for others. So I think that always like adds stuff to it.
Yeah, like Afraid of Monsters co-op. I love that.
Oh yeah, that was brilliant. Well, I've actually seen footage of it and it looks so good. And that's a really good game as well.
Spike and Barley? I know what you're talking about.
Also, somebody else, DJY1991, did a full co-op playthrough of Half-Life 2's campaign, and it was really good and it looked really fun. You know.
Oh yeah, the synergy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stuff like that there I think is really good. So if they can incorporate that, it's really good. So I think we've covered quite a lot here. We have hit, we're about 1 hour and 15 minutes into the podcast. That's pretty good. In terms of real life topics, nothing really big happened. There may be a cure to baldness. Who cares? None of us are bald, so we're all good. I don't think so anyway. A bunch of attacks basically like updates on attacks for updates on the previous attacks that have happened over the past couple of weeks, like such as the slaughter of the civilians in Afghanistan, etc.
Mhm.
So
yeah.
Updates.
Or the school shooting in France.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the big issue of the week.
Yeah.
That's sad.
So, yeah, and there's nothing really else to talk about that's kind of fresh. So I don't really know what else to talk about this here. In terms of movies and TV, again, nothing really. Hunger Games came out recently. I'll be watching that on Tuesday. I might give a little mini review on that.
And I'm hungry for the Hunger Games.
Yeah, I'm hungry. To be honest, I need money.
Oh, well, we're talking about movies and TV.
Yeah.
Oh, can I recommend some stuff?
Go for it.
Alright, so to all you anime people over there, here's a good. I'm gonna give some anime suggestions if you guys want to.
Okay, let me just disconnect my mic here.
If you want to really watch, here's a list. You guys should watch Guilty Crown. It's a lot of drama, action, romance, whatever. It's really good. You guys will love it. When They Cry. I forgot the Japanese translation, but that's the English translation, and it's a very, very gory anime where kids kill each other. Yeah. Another good anime you guys should watch is Skull Days. Yeah. It's a really great anime. Nothing bad happens at the end, obviously. Or one more anime is I think the English translation's called
Oh boy, this is gonna be good.
The Regular Life or Ni no Jiso. I cannot pronounce it. I suck at pronouncing names. And
What?
It's like random. It follows like these schoolgirls and random shit happens to them. Like one episode, like the principal was fighting a deer.
Okay. Oh my gosh! Oh, anime and your insane stuff.
It's hilarious, and I really enjoy it. And you guys should watch all those stuff. And also Fairy Tail. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Daiwu. And
and a little warning: do not. If you already watched Ikitosen, do not. I swear to God, do not watch Queen's Blade, please.
Why?
Watch Queen's Blade, guys. Don't listen to Ninja. He's crazy.
It's just pure fan service, I swear to God. Wait, you could just touch one of the girls, their clothes would just rip.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah, I want to watch that now. Okay.
And for books. Wait, are we gonna talk about books?
If you want.
Another book or...
Actually, coincidentally, there's a question about books in the forum questions. If maybe you want to rant about that. There.
Wait, what was the question?
There's a question on books in the podcast questions I have, but I want to get to that as like a big group, so I'll just give you a little gist of it here. The question is, if you want, do you read, and if so, what is your favorite book or series? If that kind of helps. That was by Darkman13, by the way. But we don't want to answer it now because we want to try and answer them all in bulk. We don't want to kind of do this in and say, okay, now we're gonna talk more about this here, and then we're going to move on to the questions. So, are we all happy to move on to the actual forum questions?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, forum questions. Woo! Posted by you, provided for the fans by the fans. That made no sense, but I don't care. Here we go. The first, we might as well answer this question, even though it was the second last question we received. But I'm just gonna ask this question, and then go from chronological order. Anyway, Darkman13. One of his three I'll ask all of his questions at once. I might as well. So the third question he asked was the one I just said. Do you read, and if so, what is your favorite book or series? So once again, we'll go in alphabetical order. As much as KuroNekoVamp wants to begin this year, I know you're gonna have to wait a little bit. HarakiNinja, what's your favorite book? Well, first of all, can you read? That's a pretty important.
Of course.
Okay, good. We just wanted to get that.
Yeah. Of course I can read.
And then, what's your favorite book or series? And probably explain why.
Alright, my favorite book series is pretty much The Walking Dead comics. Usually, I'm not a fan of zombies. I hate zombies to death. I don't know. There's something about it that makes me want to read it over and over again. It's probably the characters, how they paired them up out of randomness, and they just rely on. This may kind of sound corny, but they rely on each other to survive.
Like every other horror film, and all that, and survival horror stuff.
Especially when they do act like douchebags to each other sometimes. What else? I also I kind of like the gore in it though. Right. I'm a little squeamish about gore, depending on what it is.
Yeah, same here.
Like Mortal Kombat. I'll play that game to death. Fatality. Ooh, blood. Horror movie. I'll just look away, walk right out of the room.
Storm out. I've had enough of this. He's gonna cut her open with a chainsaw. Alright, I'm done. Just walk out of the cinema.
Jason Voorhees cuts off someone's head. Oh, screw this. I'm out.
I don't like gore anime.
So I guess. Alright, okay. I think Kuro. Alright, so K even. K, yeah. KuroNekoVamp even. Begins with a K. So, you're next. Here we go.
I do read books.
Good.
I read a lot. I think one of my favorite books of this year is... It's not really a book, it's a visual novel. And it's called, not a visual novel, I mean light novel. Oh, I'm such a derp. It's a light novel. And it's called Swords Arts Online, and it's about 10,000 people getting trapped into a virtual reality, and the premise is if you die in that game, you die in real life. And so what happened in this death game has been going on for 2 years, and it follows a boy named Kirito, and he's a swordsman, and yeah, he's trying to figure out a way how to escape the death game, because it's been 2 years and he doesn't want to die.
That's pretty good.
Also, there's sex scenes.
Oh,
so.
okay, alright, I'm gonna check it out then.
Alright.
Yeah! Yeah, nothing can, everything's better with sex scenes. Except for,
There's just I think there's just one, but it's really
except
good.
for, donkey porn, sex scenes come included. Anyway, and Master of Awesomeness, can you read?
Yeah. Yes, of course I can read.
Good.
I got proof right here.
You got books. So is your favorite book? It's a good thing it's upside down. So what is your favorite book in series?
My favorite book series is gotta be Harry Potter.
Oh, here we go.
What, you got a problem with Harry Potter?
No, it's just everyone likes Harry Potter. It's all good, We're all in the same boat.
I mean, it sucks that the final film came out last year. I mean, no more films. I love Harry Potter. Okay, out of the 7 books, I say my favorite out of the 7. I guess it should be Deathly Hallows, the 7th and final book. I mean,
of course. Yeah, it's because it's the final book.
I mean, I love battles, and I love how both Part 1 and Part 2 of the Deathly Hallows, was able to do a good job with the major battles in that final book. It's a shame that Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2 was not nominated for Best Picture in the Academy Awards, or Alan Rickman should have been nominated for Best Supporting Actor as Snape, at least. But the Oscars are a bunch of assholes,
Oh, you can say that again.
in my opinion.
I just realized we've hit.
And now I'm getting ready to see the Hunger Games sometime next week with my brother. And now my brother wants to read the 3 Hunger Game books. Should I do the same thing?
Probably.
Yeah, go for it, man. Books are good for you.
Yeah.
That's what they're made for. Make you more intelligent.
Every book is good, except for Twilight and the Bible.
Oh.
What the
Oh.
have you done? What have you done?
Oh my gosh, controversy. Oh, I gotta mention this in the chat. Oh. Oh my gosh. He mentioned that the Bible is a bad book.
Of course, Rick Santorum is using it as his hate campaign base. Okay. I'm sorry if I offended a few people.
Gosh, oh, we are gonna get flamed. Oh my gosh.
Oh no, the Westboro Baptist Church is gonna protest outside my house.
Master of Awesomeness rep is going down. It's going down. By the time you look at it, it's gonna be -6 next time you look at it. No, there's a whole bunch of people. The chat voted here. Oh, this is so funny.
For people listening to the podcast, we are sorry for this. We are not related to this person. He was just a guest.
Hacker. Oh, sorry, we have technical difficulties.
Okay. Hey guys, calm down.
Definitely editing
I'm
that.
sorry, okay?
Just let me know we've hit the 1.5 hour minute mark. I know it doesn't time fly when you're enjoying yourself.
Guys, can you forgive me?
No, we can't. I'm afraid not. How many jokes?
You're banned.
Well, we can forgive you, but I don't think the King of Hit Forum can forgive you. I think Phil's gonna make a video about you, and he is not gonna be happy. He's gonna flip out.
Hey.
Anyway.
Okay, I'm sorry, okay? I'm joking.
Oh, okay, right.
It's your opinion, but it's very controversial.
Yeah.
Let's not mention about this ever
Yeah,
again.
that never happened. I'll just bleep that out in the podcast. I'll just put a huge, beep. Oh, okay, then.
Never again.
Okay.
Never again.
Okay, you can add that, right? Come on, edit it out, okay?
No, it's okay. No, it's good to have controversy that goes here. It was all comedic.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, anyway.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna be banned from the podcast,
No, you're not
am
banned
I?
from the podcast. No, we were trolling.
Being sarcastic.
We were trolling. All right, I guess. I don't really want us to continue much more, so I'm only going to pick out a few questions here. I will answer the rest of these questions in the next podcast, because unfortunately I thought we didn't have that many. We actually do have quite a lot looking at them. They're pretty deep questions. So I guess we could cover maybe 3 of these and then answer a few live stream questions. I'll probably stop this about 1 hour and 45 minutes in, so we've got another say 13 minutes left. So I guess what question should we have? Carlos asked, do you think long book franchises would do better on the big screen like Harry Potter, or as a TV series like Game of Thrones? What do you? Starting with HarakiNinja.
Big screen.
Now, let's just kind of go the other way around this time. So, we might as well flip this around. So I started with HarakiNinja. I might as well start this time. By the way, my favorite book's Holes by Lois Thatcher, but that's for different reasons. Anyway, I think that it depends on the way you're going to portray it. Like Harry Potter could have been a TV series, and depending on how many books would have been, I think it would have been pretty good as a TV series. But really, I think that, for a short answer, to be honest, because I would like to cover quite a number of questions, but don't rant or anything throughout them. I would just say, if you portray them well and if they're suited for the type of style, then I would say, I think for the most part it would be better as TV series, so we don't have to flip and run to the cinema every 6 months to see the new one. That's just my opinion. Money's tight. Okay, that's my opinion. So, Master of Awesomeness.
Well, I suppose the big screen, because that really creates a huge fan base for older book lovers. I mean, Harry Potter was very successful at doing that, and unfortunately, Twilight was also successful at doing that. And yes, Twilight is a bad book. But anyway, question is, will the Hunger Games, go in that footpath? The answer is possibly yes. They have confirmed that they will do all 3 books. Catching Fire, which is the second book, will come out next fall. Not this fall, but 2013 fall. As long as they don't make it too annual, like Twilight has been doing, which is really annoying. I mean, you gotta have a Twilight film every year, which we all hate. Another thing I can't stand is dividing the final book into 2 parts to make it more get in more cash, which is what both Harry Potter and Twilight has done with their final books. But Harry Potter has done a very good job at separating their final book into 2 films. I'm sure Twilight will do a bad job since it's Twilight. But anyway, Game of Thrones, as you know, is pretty much the only major book that is not gonna fall under this. You gotta do your books in the movie theater. So they decided to, get HBO to air a TV series based on it. Now, I haven't seen an episode of it because I don't have HBO. So, that sucks for me. But with a TV series, I mean, but not when it comes to, getting every, part of a plot in a certain book to go in order properly, the movies does a better job. With a TV series, the, TV producers tend to add, fillers with the, a certain book. I haven't seen Game of Thrones nor read the book, so I'm sorry for that. But in my mind, I think movies are better than TV series.
So, KuroNekoVamp, we have about 10 minutes, but still.
Oh, wait, sorry. Just gonna keep it short. No. That's what final has.
No for what?
I just don't care for books being turned into a TV series.
You think they should stay as books?
Yeah, they should do what they want to do. If they want to make a movie out of the book, go ahead. But I hope it better be good. And so which does better? I think they do equally the same. They both depends the movie or TV or no, depends the book. I could see it has to be depending on the book. I think should be a movie or a TV series, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. And finally, HarakiNinja. What do you think?
Okay, so now I'm just gonna keep this brief. As long as they execute it properly,
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, what movie did they do that was so bad, but the book was really good? Not Twilight. We already know about Twilight.
There's been a few that fell under that, i.e. Percy Jackson and Aragorn.
Right.
Sherlock.
And
Right.
That new Disney movie. There we go.
What?
That was John Carter.
John Connor.
Geez.
And unfortunately for like Aragon and Percy Jackson, because it was so bad in both ratings and box office, the series got canceled after the first film. So now, I mean, after I liked Aragon, it was good, it was okay, but maybe I didn't really understand it since I was young. I was saying, okay, can't wait for Eldest to come out. Guess what? Never happened. No Eldest, no Briesinger, no Inheritance. There's been a few book series that fell under that curse. Same thing with a series of unfortunate events. I mean, it got good reviews and popularity, but I think there was a low budget, and Jim Carrey was very arrogant. He says, I don't do sequels. Which kind of sucks. It sucks that they only covered 3 out of 13 books for a series of unfortunate events. How unfortunate.
Oh, but okay. Is that pretty much it?
Oh wow, I've been reading this anti-gravity book, but I can't seem to put it down.
Cool story, bro. Okay.
Panda. Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Just keep going.
I think I don't really want to ask any more questions received in the thread. I will save these questions and we will get back to them in next week's podcast. We still have questions from a Golden Shotgun, the Lemon, Fly 66 Monkey, Derayu, if you want that to be called, and Darkman. Derayu. I don't know, but he said I put D before the R-Y-U part, but you can pronounce it Ryu or Ryu. I don't know.
I think Ryu. I think it's Ryu.
Yeah.
Should we take live streams?
Yeah.
Should we take chat
Yeah,
questions?
let's take.
Yeah.
First of all, check live stream questions, and if nobody's going to post any, we might just do a new segment where we will just ask in the chat so just let me know and I'll just put in the chat, oh, we need questions.
Alright, so I just answered. I should ask right now. Hardcore porn. What do we think of hardcore porn?
Hardcore porn, I think is pretty good.
Nah.
It's excellent.
It is excellent, yes.
Yes. Yes, it's so good. I mean,
who wants a cuddle?
the new art.
DX Michael asks, who wants a cuddle? Anyone want a cuddle over here? No one?
I want to cuddle with Michael. I don't mind.
Well,
I don't care.
Come on. Cuddle. What?
Beachy.
4-man cuddle. Let's do it.
Beachy asks, PT, why you so pirate? Because I don't know, because I'm angry. Yes.
What?
Yeah, awful pun. So, okay, so Spacey asks, questions for what? The answer is for the podcast. Good for you. So we are no longer getting any more questions at the moment. Oh my gosh, Fred Durst or Bill Who's winning the bar fight? I think it's got to be Bill Cosby.
Yeah, cause he got
what?
the whole thing pop. Okay.
Pisces wants the link again. Beachy wants to know why am I so cool? Beachy's so cool because he has a band hammer that is very active. That's why. Done.
Beachy's not cool. He sucks at StarCraft too.
Oh.
Hey, BT.
Come at me. Come at me, Beachy. Oh,
Come at me, bro.
waiting right
Do
here.
it.
Come at me, bro.
I mean, BT's cool because she had she had a pug avatar
Oh,
for
Oh,
Christmas.
that son of a bitch actually did bad.
Alright, okay, I just want to say a very important question is sprung. How is the pie? You want to know what the pie is? The pie. Yes. The pie is.
You son of a bitch.
The pie.
The pie is true.
No, the pie is so good. It is so good. Listen, you have got so much stuff inside this pie. This pie is so good. The pie.
No.
The pie is not great.
Fuck
It is not
pies.
perfect.
Fuck pies,
Nor is it
get
bad.
cookies.
It is so
What pie is
good.
it? What flavor?
It is any
Blueberry?
pie.
Strawberry? Meat?
Pie.
You know what I love? I like 3.1456789 Okay, I can only go up to 20.
Really?
Oh, what's your favorite anime? Is another question.
I think only me and Ninja can
Yeah,
answer
go.
this. Ninja, you go first.
Okay. My favorite one is what? Pretty much the one at the top of my list is. It's called Pdaaaawg Madoka Magica.
Oh, hell yeah! Hey, you want to make a contract, Ninja?
Yes.
Alright, go for it quickly because we got some more questions to ask here. So, what's your favorite anime, or do you agree with Haraki?
I never heard the anime that you just mentioned. My favorite anime has got to be Bleach.
There you go, short and sweet.
Yep.
DX Michael asks, do you believe I'm a polar bear? Yeah. Do you believe I'm a penguin?
What?
Do you believe I'm actually a dog? There you go, fun fact.
What breed of dog are you? An Irish setter?
I'm a Pdaaaawg, special breed. Like, for example, do you really believe that HarakiNinja is a ninja? Do you really believe that Master of Awesomeness is really indeed the Master of Awesomeness? Do you believe that KuroNekoVamp is
A vampire?
yeah, a vampire?
I'm
You
part
better not be
vampire.
the sparkling one.
No.
Oh, who
Good.
smacks you?
Wait
Haraki,
1
you're-
second. How are you alive? It's daytime.
I don't
I have sunblock.
Oh, of course, you know. We have we have a popularity contest here. HarakiNinja or Pdaaaawg? Post your votes.
I think
personally,
me,
I vote for Pdaaaawg.
just because I'm sexy, right here. I
Yeah.
think I'm the most sexiest.
I vote for Phil.
Michael,
So
I
you
don't think you're a
claiming
polar bear. I
sexy?
think you're a cat.
So
Oh,
you're
crap.
claiming it's sexy. Do you know it?
Hell yeah.
I've got the music Jagger. If that helps. More
Mhm.
questions. Come on.
Oh wait, I'll be right back, guys.
Okay.
Give us the $1 million question, Pete.
The $1 million question is a deal or no deal.
Huh?
The million.
Deal or no
Yeah,
deal?
deal or no deal.
Well, I got a briefcase right next to me. Could have $1 million, but there's this hot chick with another briefcase. What could be in it? A penny?
A condom.
$1 million?
Oh,
What are you offering me?
$1 million. There you go. That's the answer.
Deal.
Yeah. Oh, good job. What is Agent Manus? What is 2 plus 2? I think it's
Obviously.
I think it's the square root of 16. If I'm not mistaken.
The answer 2 plus 2 equals the number. 2 plus 2 equals
It's
this
20
today's
it's 22.
podcast number.
Oh yeah, good point. There you go.
It's the podcast.
DJ Michael, his fifth question, because he's a greedy mother effer. It is the rocker John Cena.
I think that one guy that does wrestling moves. Does the
Yeah, that guy.
flips.
Yeah,
Yeah, I love that guy.
yeah, the guy that does the flips is the answer to that question. Yes. Pisces wants to know who stole my question. The answer is Childrill. DX Michael is flipping out because I called him greedy. Yeah, love you too. Basically asks, how many licks does it take to get to the center of a jawbreaker?
9,000.
I have no
We'll get
idea.
back
So
next week. We'll do
I paid 3 or 5.
that.
Do I like?
Over 9,000.
You like? I love huskies.
I love
Yes, I do.
It's a dog. I
I love them.
huskies. Yeah, everyone.
What, you talking about dogs or something?
Yeah.
Couldn't
Do
hear.
you like huskies?
No, okay, but my favorite breed is Chow Chows.
I know. Wait, I'm doing something. I'm sorry.
We've got about 2 minutes left, so 2 minutes. We need one final question. One final question.
This question will either make us or kill us.
All right, who's gonna ask the final? Whoever gets the very first question, we will answer it. Are your shoes untied?
Yes.
No.
Because I hate
Untied.
untied. I hate tie shoes. I hate wearing
My
strict
shoes
shoes.
not
I don't
untied
have-
because I'm wearing sandals.
Oh.
I have no
Different
shoes.
you. I'm not wearing shoes.
I levitate, so that's how I get around.
So
Just kidding.
my shoes are not untied because I'm not wearing any. There you go. Nor am I
So
wearing any clothes, but that's another story. Anyway,
You're my
so
anyways,
credit to Spacey for asking the final question. Anyway, that is it for the King of Fiat podcast number 4. What a roller coaster with a bunch of technical difficulties. Our very first live streaming podcast. Very good. I want to give a big round of applause to KuroNekoVamp. Come on, everyone, clap.
Yeah, clap. You better clap.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes, everyone clap them. Good job.
Clap, Haraki.
Thank
Well
you.
done. Good.
No, thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks for having me here.
Oh wait, we forgot
Actually.
the final question. That ultimate question that I always ask. I think you should all know it by now if you've actually watched.
What is it?
The question is, what made you want to become a part of this podcast? Of course. Alphabetical order. HarakiNinja, why did you want to be a part of this podcast?
Who knows? Guess just my curiosity of wanting to get to know everyone.
There you go. Short and sweet. That's good. KuroNekoVamp, what made you want to become a part of the podcast? KuroNekoVamp has given up. He has walked out of the room. He has given up on the podcast. He doesn't care anymore. Alright, we'll skip him for now. A Master of Awesomeness.
Just, to, be in, like, a lively conversation, get to know some people, get in some lively debates, topics, agreements, everything. Just, to be part of a new organization, I guess. It's, really an honor, Pete.
Oh.
Thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome. Anytime. Well, not really anytime. I wanna try and get as many new people as we can into the podcast as much as possible. KuroNekoVamp, are you back? No, he's not.
I think the sun got him.
Yeah, I think his sunscreen's ran out. I think that's it. He is burnt. Rest in peace, KuroNekoVamp. He is burnt to your crisp. This podcast will be dedicated to him in loving.
No, Blade just came out of nowhere.
I guess, finally, to conclude, plugs we met as well. First of all, I'm not gonna be selfish and say mine first. HarakiNinja, where can we find you at? Like Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, whatever. Well, if you want to share Facebook. I'll link it in the description.
I do have a Facebook. But I rarely get on there. I only get on there to talk to old friends, talk to my girlfriend.
Alright, so then what about YouTube and Twitter then?
I don't have YouTube or Twitter, but I will tell you my Facebook though. It's my actual name.
Okay.
Right here.
Yeah, if you see, I'll link it in the description if you can't see it, if you're actually just listening to this. Yeah.
Wait,
Sorry, KuroNekoVamp,
I had to go.
you're back. Hello.
Yeah, I had to go real quick. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
But can I plug myself real quick?
Yeah.
My live stream Twitch TV is www.twitchtv.com / KuroNekoVamp. My Twitter is www.twitter.com / KuroNekoVamp. I stream video games. I will stream later tonight, and maybe tomorrow. I only stream on the weekdays, on weekends, because I have school on the weekdays. And yeah, I mainly stream PC games. But thanks if you guys could follow me and all that crap. I have to go. Sorry, and I'll see you guys next time.
Right.
And it was.
Thank you very much for live streaming this, by the way, as well. Major props.
Yeah, thank you.
Alright, you're welcome. See you then.
Bye.
And
Thanks.
finally,
Bye.
Michael, where can we find more stuff from you, like YouTube and Twitter and stuff?
I don't really have anything. To be honest, I have a YouTube account. I did a few downfall parodies, but then I just lost motivation. I only go on YouTube to watch things, not to do things. I don't have Facebook and I don't have a Twitter. I'm not that very social.
Okay.
With social networking.
Well,
I'm a hipster.
Oh, cool. You're not mainstream. You're independent.
Although I do like and has cheeseburger.
Oh, that's
along with and mean base.
good job.
So Yeah, that's pretty much it. And I'm on some other forums.
No, but we won't share that because this is one forum podcast. We don't want to spark another rivalry with any other forums.
I doubt.
I guess finally for me, well, I'll just plug everyone here. First of all, follow me Twitter at Pdaaaawg and YouTube at youtube.com/Pdaaaawg. Check out Phil's content at youtube.com/DSP Gaming, DSP Street Fighter, Red Dead DSP, Darkside Phil, Final Fantasy 13. Follow John Rambo at John Rambo Presents. Follow Howard at Howard Showcases. Follow Respect the Pack at Respect the Pack. And a bunch of other random things. Follow them all at Twitter at they call me DSP, at Super John Rambo, etc., etc. All kinds of crazy stuff. Anyway, hope you have enjoyed King of It Podcast number 4. If you want to submit some more photos and stuff, because we flipping don't have any more photos, like we've pretty much ran out. If you want to submit photos, we will credit you in the description. Send them to the thread at thekingofhate.com. And that's pretty much it. And one more thing. Next week's podcast will be recorded on Sunday instead, because we're doing a special WrestleMania podcast for WrestleMania that is coming up next Sunday. So I'll give more details about that in the thread. Next week has already been taken up. 2 people have already volunteered to do it, and that is BTR Omega or which stands for Beyond the Revolution, I think, or Behold the Revolution. I forget what it is. And Fly 66 Monkey. Those 2 will be accompanying me in the King of Hate podcast next week, along with one more person here for that maybe. My name is P or Pdaaaawg. You have been watching the King of Hate podcast number 4, and I will see you guys next week for a double podcast. Thank you all.